and sorry to have kept you waiting for some time since the morning. The organizers, on behalf of all of us, had organized a presentation of a bouquet of flowers for our esteemed dignitaries. And from New Delhi, we want to, from Shillong, we want to virtually give you a bouquet of flowers as a thank you, thank you from our side. And may I now request our volunteers to please come and present a bouquet of flowers. First to our Honorable Chief Minister, His Excellency Mr. Conrad Sangma. Thank you, sir. Thank you. May I now request for the Minister of State, Mr. Dr. R.K. Ranjan Singh, to be welcomed on behalf of all of us, sir. Ambassador Ugo Astuto, welcome from all of us here with a bouquet of flowers. And a very big welcome to Ms. Julie Rivera, Country Director, GIZ. GIZ, I think, has been doing a large amount of work in the entire region. A very, very warm welcome to you, ma'am. Also, a very warm welcome to our ambassador, Mr. Santosh Jha, who joins us virtually. Virtual flowers to you, sir. On that note, now may I request His Excellency Mr. Ugo Astuto, the Ambassador of the European Union of India and Bhutan, to India and Bhutan, to kindly deliver your special remarks. Would you like to come and speak from here, or would you be... Please.
Thank you very much. Well, Honorable Minister, Honorable Chief Minister, dear friends and colleagues, it's a great pleasure for me to be here in Shillong with you all for this event. I think Director General Kuntz has already eloquently presented what Global Gateway is and what it means for us and what we hope we can do with our partners to build further this relationship of trust. It's a EU strategy to boost smart, clean and secure links in digital, energy, transport, and to strengthen health, education and research systems around the world. As the President of the Commission said some time back, what we want to build links, not dependencies. Global Gateway is an endeavor that is where the Team Europe concept features prominently, which means that we want to optimize coherence, we want to develop synergy and complementarity among all actors from the European Union, the EU institutions, the EU member states, the development financial institutions of EU member states, the development agencies. Today we have the German development agencies and my colleague, the German consul in Kolkata, financial institutions such as the European Investment Bank, and today we have the head of the office of the EIB in South Asia, together with the private sector, so leverage investment and ensure coherence of action. India has inevitably a special place in the implementation of Global Gateway. We have a strong strategic partnership with India, which is constantly expanding in scope and breadth, particularly in the past couple of years, underpinned by our shared values and by our common vision for the region and for the Indo-Pacific. We want to contribute to the peace, stability, and prosperity of this region. We have graphic evidence of this progress in our strategic partnership. Very recently, the EU-India Trade and Technology Council met for the first time, for its first edition. Director General Kunduz made mention of that. This has clearly given further momentum to this common vision. We want to focus on the nexus between trade and technology. So we shall work together on topical issues and global challenges such as the digital transition or the fight against climate change through the development of green technology. And we want to build secure and resilient supply chains for the region and for the world. So today here we have a good opportunity to discuss specifically how to address critical connectivity infrastructure in the Northeast, between the Northeast and the rest of India and with neighboring countries. Now, the European Union with Bangladesh, Nepal and Bhutan also has a thriving partnership, and we have a number of significant investment programs. So I think we would all gain by linking this initiative for a better regional connectivity, sustainable and inclusive. Better connectivity is crucial to address the 21st challenges and to achieve the sustainable development goals. So as I said earlier, Global Gateway is a Team Europe approach. We can bring together investment, talent and skills from our 27 member states. And this is evident also in the Northeast. Here, for instance, the German Development Bank, KfW, has 5 projects with another one in the pipeline. These projects are in Meghalaya, in Nagaland, in Tripura. And they address issues such as water, forest, biodiversity, land management and climate adaptation. GIZ, the German agency, has 10 projects in Assam, Meghalaya, Nagaland, Tripura on issues such as energy transition, biodiversity, agri-food, sustainable economic development and sustainable urbanization. The French Agency for Development, AFD, works on biodiversity program in Assam. Denmark is engaging in water on the topic of water management in Assam in the framework of India's Jal Jeevan mission. And I'm sure during the session today and tomorrow we shall know more about this. As to India, overall, Mrs. Stefania Benaglia will present key findings of a connectivity mapping that INPA has commissioned, conducted by CEPS, a European think tank. And from my side, I would also like to echo what Director General Kundun said earlier and highlight what the EU and Team India are already doing, and Team Europe are already doing in India to implement Global Gateway. I would like to give you a few brief highlights on the 3 main clusters. On sustainable urban development, so the European Investment Bank has been active in India now for more than 10 years. In a Team Europe effort, together with AFD and KfW, with loans on metro system in many cities across the country. And metro system cut across a number of priorities: mobility, connectivity, but also climate and resource efficiency. As Director General said, the Cities 2 project has now got its official launch with approval from the Union Cabinet in Delhi. It's meant to foster a circular economy and to enhance climate resilience across India's cities. And we are proud as European Union to be part of it with a €12 million grant blended with loans from AFD and KfW. So again, a Team Europe flagship action. And I was recently in Chandigarh, where we have already started the practical implementation of a project in this framework, which is about the provision of water supply 24/7, every day. And there is a significant component of sustainability in this project, as well as specifically about the promotion of gender equality. So that's the sort, I think, of features that as European Union together we can offer to our partners. The EU engagement in cities is actually to be seen as part of a series of regional programs on sustainable urbanization. there are quite a number of others. Some of these dating back since 2014, when we first started supporting the World Bank Global Facility for Disaster Risk Reduction with capacity building in South Asia. And urban infrastructure also includes aviation. And we have just organized in Delhi, together with the government of India, a very successful aviation summit, focusing on how best to green the aviation sector, to the greening of the fuel, for instance, how to enhance security, how to deal with new challenges and opportunities such as the drones, and how to foster investment. And I have to say the participation from both the EU and Indian industry was really significant. This was the first cluster I wanted to highlight about sustainable urbanization. The second cluster is about energy. And our mutual ambition is clearly a quick, a fast transition to renewables. And India has put in place a massive investment in solar, for instance. We are already working together in solar as European Union and together with member states, and also on wind. The executive vice president of the Commission, Timmermans, was in India, was in Delhi last week only, and he discussed together with his Indian counterparts how to make supply chains secure and reliable, also for items and resources that are crucial for this transition towards renewables. Let's think about batteries, about solar panels. It's important that the renewable industry can also count on a network of reliable suppliers. And green hydrogen is also a particularly promising topic for cooperation. The European Commissioner for Energy, Simpson, was here last year, and together with the Minister for New and Renewable Energy, they co-chaired the EU-India Green Hydrogen Forum. And as Director General Kundun said, the EIB has set aside up to €1 billion for bankable projects on green hydrogen in India, subject to decisions and deliberation by the Government of India and the EIB board. So a few words about the last cluster, about cooperation internationally, how we can work with India beyond the borders of India and possibly also beyond the region. And here, as the Director General mentioned, we have in place already an active cooperation with the Coalition for Disaster Resilient Infrastructure. So we have, the European Union has contributed 5 million to the IRIS fund set up by CDRI to increase resilience in the infrastructure of small island developing states. Small island developing states are particularly vulnerable to climate change, and it's important that the EU and India together through the CDRI can help to address these vulnerabilities. And with the ISA, again, during his recent visit, the Vice President Timmermans discussed with the Minister for New and Renewable Energy in Delhi how we can work together, for instance, for solar in Africa. So to be continued. So these were just a few highlights. And I wanted to give you an indication of what's already happening. It's a clear pattern of a developing collaboration with India on sustainable connectivity and infrastructure in India, in the region, and beyond. And in this picture, as you noticed, clearly has a special place, as it is located at a strategic intersection in the region. And it would have much to gain by a more structured connectivity with neighbors such as Nepal, Bangladesh, and Bhutan. As you said earlier, it's a bit a return to the natural history, let's say, of this part of India. So let me conclude here by simply stating that Team Europe, the European Union's member states, we are ready to help based on our converging vision of a prosperous and peaceful future for the region and the Indo-Pacific. Thank you very much.